Se me escucha. A ver. A ver, dejadme un momentillo. Que edite título de descripción. Bueno, vamos allá. Que hacía como 1000 años que no hacía un directo aquí en esta plataforma. Muy buenas, Kraken Warrior. Muy buenas, Pau. ¿Cómo estáis? Se nota que esto es más movido que Twitch. Bueno, pues vamos allá. ¿Será por aquí? Sí. Uy, que me mato, tío. Nada más entrar. A ver, me voy a ir aquí abajo. Paul Leonard dice, what the fuck. ¿Por qué motivo? ¿Por el juego que estoy jugando o por verme en directo aquí? Voy a bajarme un poco el volumen.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came. Indeed. The festival is tomorrow.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord...
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the fest... Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos?
¿Me podéis confirmar alguno si se me escucha correctamente? ¿O está demasiado alto el juego? ¿O no me va el micro o algo? Uy, ya muy tarde, ¿eh? Aunque yo suelo estar despierto muchas veces aquí en España a esa hora, pero... ¿De qué país eres, Paul?
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would. Like, the festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel...
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day and...
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your
Se escucha bien, gracias, Paul, por confirmarlo. Que hay veces que ya, según con qué juego, se escucha demasiado fuerte. Bueno, empezamos capítulo 3, acto 2. Lo he puesto bien en el título, ¿no? Sí. Muy buenas, Luis. Luis de Argentina, Paul de El Salvador. Me gusta que tengamos variedad de países. Por aquí, ¿no? Aquí en España la gente no está... Ahora mismo está... Bueno, durmiendo ya no, a las 12:30. Pues si está de vacaciones a lo mejor sí que está durmiendo.
It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell...
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around? All of my friends will be working the festival. And
Yeah. It'll be pretty...
No sé si alguno de vosotros ha jugado a este juego, pero si no ha jugado, que sepáis que hay mucho diálogo. O sea que si alguien está al directo y quiere charlar, mientras tanto puede hacerlo tranquilamente. Lo que solo espero que no digan nada importante, porque yo voy leyendo. Antes he hecho el anterior directo en Twitch, 3 horas de directo en el capítulo 1, madre mía. No sé cuánto va a durar este. Tú nunca lo has jugado, ¿no, Blaze? Yo sé, a mí este estilo de RPGs me encantan, ¿eh? Spider-Man sí. Ah, bueno, Spider-Man. Tengo pensado subirlo. El problema que hay es que este juego me va a tener... Ya sabéis que Genshin Impact lo subo desde hace mucho tiempo. Y me va a tener bastante ocupado. Y luego en breve sale de las Otras. Pero sí que quería subir algo de Spider-Man si puedo.
Not at all.
Cuando me desocupe,
Today is finally here. I must cherish every
You've worked so hard for this day.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves.
hay que seguir a esta
Let's go
mujer.
give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit. So, what's the Haftmewa?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to
Me estoy
set their
tomando un
tables with
cafecito
seven
ahora
different
porque,
foods.
chicos, llevo levantado
Generally
desde
speaking,
bastante
the most
pronto,
common
¿eh?
selections were foods like Rukushifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumera roses, sunsetias, capulatas.
Claro,
bar
este
fruits,
estilo de
and
juego
zaijian
es totalmente distinto,
So,
obviamente.
the
Es un
Sub-Zero
juego... A ver, tiene
Festival
acción,
is a
¿eh? Los
vegetarian
combates
holiday?
están muy bien.
You don't
Pero...
have to be a vegetarian.
Wait, but if that's the case,
Obviamente no
if
es tan
Sumera uses
agresivo
vegetarian food to
como un
represent the
Resident, como un
Dendro
God of
Archon,
War o como uno de guerra. Es más, bueno, estilo anime, ya lo veis.
Oh, Traveler, we have
Pero
to
bueno,
get
aún
a
así
medal
los
on
combates
this
molan. Y tenemos mucha variedad.
I hope.
Sobre todo para la gente que paga, eso sí, que yo no he puesto ningún duro, como suelo decir siempre en este juego, y me veis con los personajes casi que me venían desde el principio.
What's alchemical divination?
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is
So, how does it work?
¿Cómo funciona?
it's quite
Pues
simple.
vamos a ver,
After you
vamos a
give me
aprender.
any two alchemical,
Sure sounds random. So random that it will
that is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will
Well,
Pues Luis,
according
me lo he
to
visto por
Lesser Lord
encima,
Kusanali,
así, no me he
everything
parado a
is
verlo.
interconnected.
Tendré que
We
mirarlo
all
con
have
más
a curse we
detenimiento
trace back to fate.
para
You
forjar mi
could say
opinión.
this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you...
So that's the true wisdom
Últimamente está
behind it.
liadísimo entre el
This young
Yakuza,
lady
la
sure
guía,
knows-
que aún no la he acabado, la quería... ¿Qué tengo que hacer ahora? Ahora ya no me he enterado, Bueno, vamos a poner esto y esto, por ejemplo. Bueno,
Okay, one moment.
pues he estado súper liado con el Yakuza, como os decía,
Paimon wants to take a look too.
y no me ha dado tiempo a ver más. Entre luego llevar el canal, noticias y todo eso. ¿Qué os ha parecido el nuevo mando el que han anunciado, el nuevo DualSense? Lo tenéis en la comunidad si no lo habéis visto.
Illusions and lies?
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book in...
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sub-Zero's
Bueno,
festival
siguiente
is very
puesto,
lively a long,
lentamente.
long
Esta
time
mujer
ago.
camina muy lenta.
Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
Pero bueno, me extraña que los
I wish you
capítulos
could
duren
have
3
seen
horas
that
con
spectacle.
la velocidad que
But if
tenemos
you ask
de
me, I'm sure
de
that
caminar
this
aquí,
dance of
ahora mismo.
Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
Bueno, a ver. Ferris.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Pasa que la cámara de PlayStation
Weird guy with a
podría
weird
ser un
hat.
poco mejor, ¿eh? Podría tener un poco más de calidad.
It's Dunyarzad!
Entre eso y que luego Aquí no lo estáis viendo bien aún porque no hay mucha acción, pero cuando hay mucha acción en el juego se pixela la transmisión. Y eso es culpa de PS5, ¿eh? Con Xbox no me pasa.
The hallowed night of flowers.
Attention! All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies.
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon, and one immensely popular...
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Viha...
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalta candies? They're a
Whichever one.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Todas. Joder, yo qué sé. Pues la quinta, va. Bueno, si alguien está en el chat, que me diga cuál elijo, va, que da igual. Si sois rápidos... Muy buenas, Lolailo, ¿cómo estás? A ver si sois rápidos y elegís de la 1 a la 5, el primero que me lo diga. Si no, ya elegiré yo, ¿eh? Si tardáis mucho. Venga, venga. Primera, segunda, tercera, cuarta o quinta. Venga, chicos, somos pocos. La tercera, muy bien, Lolailo, muchas gracias. A ver si tiene... A ver qué tiene, porque no tengo ni idea si hay que elegir una en concreto. De Calabanda. Uy, pues no.
Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4.
En la cuarta estaban. Bueno, no pasa nada.
The most important thing.
Yo iba a elegir la quinta, o sea que...
Night of Candy.
It's Night of Flowers. Not
Paimon...
They all basically sound the same. We got our...
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
How embarrassing.
Bueno, a ver... ¿Dónde tenemos que ir? 80 metros. Pues no he probado Lolailo. Sí que he visto algo, pero... No te a ver, tiene buena pinta, pero no... Como no lo he probado, no puedo decir más allá de algún vídeo que he visto. Pero seguro me gustaría. Ese estilo de juegos me gusta a mí.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was...
I know, right?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayani's hide.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Esta tía me gusta el aspecto que tiene. Y los ojos esos de gato.
Dia the Flame Maid. No wonder...
Don't speak so
O del
disrespectfully.
león.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch.
Aren't your claws all dull by now?
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. Have...
Vamos allá. ¿Qué hay que hacer? Huye en el tiempo establecido. Supongo que podré huir. Sí. Cough, cough.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little...
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia.
Yeah, don't worry.
Eso mismo, no te preocupes, hombre.
My lady, Traveler,
Oye.
found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't...
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on more.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not...
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your...
You're so unreasonable.
Thank you very much.
Don't be like that. I get...
La pobre está enfermita, ¿eh?
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyar?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere?
Truly, I'm sorry.
Vale, pues vámonos para allí.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Un poquito mejor.
Yes,
Bueno, mucho
much
mejor.
better. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current
Sí,
medical
por
advancements
jugabilidad
still
es,
haven't been able to find a cure.
o sea, es muy
The
intuitivo
disease's
la forma de
progression
luchar.
can only
O sea,
be delayed
tienes
through environmental
los
therapy.
combates, si eres pro en el juego, cosa que yo no soy,
There's no need to
obviamente,
be sad.
tienes
I've
una
always
gran
made Elazar
variedad de
came to
posibilidades
terms
en los
with it a long
combates,
time
pero
ago.
para alguien que no haya jugado nunca es muy
Compared to the
intuitivo,
simple
es muy
fact that
fácil
I'm
jugar.
afflicted with this.
Es muy
I know
fácil.
that my family loves me. Did you know? Before
Aparte,
I
que a
ran
quien
away
le
from home this
gusten...
time, the
O sea,
world
en este
outside
juego lo
of
que
my
os tiene que
home
gustar es
didn't even
leer
know that I
diálogos o
existed.
ver tipo diálogos
Since
así,
I
porque
was
vais a tener un
child,
montón.
all I could do was
O sea,
sit
quien
on
le
my
guste
bed
el
and
tema
stare
historia de un
everything
juego, el
outside
lore
my
de un
window.
juego, tenéis mucho.
I'm sure my family's worried and
Pero
disappointed
cuando
away,
entras en
but
batalla no es difícil, no es difícil.
I just didn't want to have any regrets.
Y evidentemente es un juego que es gratis
I wanted to meet
y
other
que hay mucha
people.
gente que paga dinero,
To me,
mucho
there's
dinero, se
nothing
gastan. De
more
hecho, este
beautiful than
juego
being able to
era
meet and
top
speak
en
with
ingresos.
others.
Es
Not
top
to
en
mention
ingresos.
the
Es uno de los que ha
incredible time
llegado
spent
a
preparing for
primeros
the
a
festival.
2.000 millones
The
de
joy
dólares
on everyone's face
recaudados,
this way.
pero yo,
When
por
my
ejemplo,
final
no me he
day does
gastado ni un
arrive.
duro.
At the
O
very
sea que
least,
aquí
many
no hay
people will
problema
remember
tampoco.
that I won.
Obviamente no tengo todos los personajes ni nada por el estilo, pero
Paimon also won't...
sigo jugando.
Thank you two so much. To be
Y nunca me he visto
honest, Lesser
tampoco
Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do things.
atrancado ni nada de decir,
There will
ya no puedo
always be
avanzar más
frustration.
porque no tengo el
Oh,
suficiente
right.
nivel.
Isn't it almost time?
Siempre he ido avanzando.
Almost time for what?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin?
Eso sí, he jugado muchas
It's
horas,
the part of the
no sabría
festival
decir,
that I've been
pero
looking forward to the most.
yo
Nilo
diría
will
que más de
recreate
800
that
horas
legendary scene with
entre
her
la
most
versión
splendid
PS4 y la versión
dancing.
PS5.
And with that, my wish.
Then what are we
Unas
waiting for?
800.
Let's go to the stage.
Yeah.
Pero bueno,
We
es un
should
juego
still make
ideal
it in
para
time.
el tipo de canal que tengo, básicamente, porque es de muchas guías. De hacer muchas guías. Estos días, por ejemplo, vais a ver un montón de guías de este juego, de todas las novedades que han salido, de todos los secretos que han salido en esta actualización. Y la ventaja de este juego es que tiene para años. O sea, vamos por el capítulo 3 de la historia. Y ya veis todo el contenido que he subido yo, o sea
Were you
que...
not aware that the law
Lo
prohibits
recomiendo,
this
a
type
que
of
le guste el
performance
estilo,
from
obviamente. Si no
taking
os gusta el
place
estilo,
without prior permission?
como decía Luis antes,
Over there. Someone's yelling.
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage.
veo que se va pixelando, ¿no? El directo,
Why
es lo que
is
os
he
decía
here
yo,
in
que
person?
no sé qué coño le pasa a la
Dance of
PS5.
Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival. If we can't perform it,
The Sub-Zeros Festival.
¿A qué te refieres, Pussy Destructor? ¿A con buff prota?
Religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
How? The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros festival. This is a hard pill to swallow, but
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of... Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish...
no. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance
Por
before
cierto,
the
me
next
gusta
Sweetgarbaha Day that prohibits public
tu
art
nombre de usuario.
performances. We will announce it to the public later via the
Ah,
Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
Bueno, sí. Vale, vale, vale.
The Sub-Zerus
Ahora ya
Festival.
entiendo a lo que te
Go
refieres.
celebrate the birth of
Sí,
that
sí, lo que
god
pasa
to
que yo,
your
por ejemplo,
heart's content.
como comentaba antes, el juego este yo lo juego solo para cuando sale el modo historia, bueno, que amplían la historia. Bueno, cuando salen actualizaciones y luego juego, hago guías sobre todos los secretos y ya no me meto más ahí, más allá. Entonces, quizá no noto esto, lo que dices tú, ¿no? De que es el peor 5 estrellas. Básicamente porque no necesito más yo, pero sí, la gente que esté jugando mucho al juego, pues supongo que le pasará lo que comentas, que se dará cuenta eso de que es el peor 5 estrellas.
It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zerus festival at this point.
If you say so. But you can.
Yes. Okay. It's a promise.
¿No recibe una cosa en
It
el
will
móvil?
be a smashing success.
Ah, no, recibe una mierda en el móvil.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless...
It really is okay. Still.
Bueno, por lo menos el contenido en cuanto a historia de esta actualización sí que ha sido bastante más largo que las anteriores.
A lot happened. Nero and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zerus festivals. Yeah.
Pip. Me pregunto cuánto durará este acto 2. Ya os comentaba yo que he hecho el primero en Twitch. Yo creo que voy a empezar a hacer más directos aquí en YouTube, ¿eh? Porque en Twitch no acaba de funcionar el canal y en YouTube, a pesar que somos pocos para la cantidad de suscriptores que tengo, funciona mejor que en Twitch, obviamente.
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get up. We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
Bueno, vamos allá. Por aquí, por aquí.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all.
Y termina hasta las 6, pues serán 3 horas entonces cada uno, ¿eh? Porque el primero me ha durado 3 horas y 10 minutos o algo así. O sea que sí, pues 3 horitas más. Bueno, no importa. Es lo que toca. Se agradece que amplíen la historia tanto y haya tanto que ver. Y luego ya, pues ya sabéis, luego nos ponemos con las guías. Obviamente no las haré en directo, pero ya empezaréis a ver contenido en las próximas horas cuando acabe esto. No sé ni por dónde empezar, pero bueno. Y puede ser que gran parte de esas 6 horas nos las pasemos persiguiendo a esta mujer.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sub-Zerus festival's traditions.
Ah, vale, una secundaria, ¿no? Vale, vale, vale. O sea que la principal quizá, entonces el capítulo, el acto 2 este debe durar menos, ¿no? Que el primero.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
Que el primero ha durado una barbaridad. Y digamos que no me ha atrasado demasiado yo tampoco, o sea que no... Sí que es verdad que los diálogos los voy dejando, ¿eh? Tampoco los paso rápidos. A veces. Ahora, por ejemplo, sí.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay.
Y bueno, pues seguimos persiguiendo a esta mujer. Y así nos pasamos las 6 horas de directo caminando al lado de Dunialzart, o como se llame. Que me toca muchos huevos que se pixele, tío, el directo.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Varys! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon and one of
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the... Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take...
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's...
Ooh!
And there's also lizard tail...
Me acabo de dar cuenta, estamos otra vez con el de las cajas.
Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5
Vale, a ver,
from left to right.
en el chat, a ver si no tardáis mucho en responder. ¿Cuál? ¿La primera, segunda, tercera, cuarta o quinta? Por favor, elegid por mí. Antes casi acertamos. Lolailo me ha dicho la tercera antes. Vamos a... La tercera otra vez, vale. Pues vamos allá. A ver qué nos ha tocado.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Pero he elegido la tercera, ¿no?
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
Es como si mi cuerpo hubiera... Ah, vale, vale. Esto ya está preparado, ¿no?
That you instinctively chose the right box? But now that you mention it, Paimon also had... Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Bueno, puede ser que sea porque hemos dormido demasiado.
Oh, sure.
Necesito un momento de pensamientos íntimos.
You're just gonna...
Obviamente. Déjà vu. Y nos vamos aquí a continuación. Ahora, ya demasiado tarde, Tiffany. Ya he elegido cajita.
A feeling of déjà vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So, why'd you run here in such a hurry?
A ver, quiero hacer algo que no suelo hacer. Vale, perfecto.
So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of déjà vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
Una ración de panecillos de coco carbonizados. Perfecto.
You don't look like you're from these parts.
Me dice que tiene gusto por la comida y en el acto anterior eso mismo es lo que decía Paimon. Nos lo ofreció. Ahí los tenemos, los panecillos. Me parecen aguacates si no fuera que por dentro son blancos. Muy buenas, Álvaro. Bueno, pues estamos aquí en el acto 2. A ver cuando lo acabemos, nos ponemos a tope ya con las guías y todo lo que toque. No sé cuándo voy a acabar, porque parece ser que haya muchísima cosa por subir. Estoy seguro de haberlo probado antes, ¿vale? Sí, ha tardado bastante. A mí, a pesar que tengo 1 giga de fibra, me ha tardado como media hora en bajarlo, macho. Me parece bastante. Bastante. Sí, Muchísimo diálogo. Desde el primer día que lo probé, hace ya... No sé cuándo salió. ¿Cuándo salió el juego? ¿2020 fue? No, no me acuerdo, ¿eh? Estaría diciendo una tontería. Pero bueno, desde que salió ya lo vi, que era mucho diálogo. Que me gusta, ¿eh? Lo que pasa es que para hacer directos, si estoy hablando con vosotros, hay veces que no me entero. Pero bueno. Que también a la vez está bien este juego para hacer directos y charlar un poco con vosotros mientras juego. Los paisajes me gusta, me gusta. No es la zona que me guste más del juego, pero me gusta, me gusta. No hay queja ninguna.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. The arm got
That's a big relief. But
not at all. I've always been like this. Except besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
¿Te refieres al directo, Destructor? Bueno, es lo que he comentado antes. No, básicamente más que lag, por lo menos si te refieres al directo, se pixela. No entiendo. Esto me pasa solo en PS5, en Xbox y en PC no me pasa. Y bueno, sí que lo entiendo, o sea, sí que sé lo que es, lo que pasa es que no he encontrado solución aún, porque si hago el test de velocidad desde PS5, no me pilla ni de coña 1 giga de fibra. Ah, tú juegas en PC, ¿no? Vale. No, yo en PC no lo he probado el juego. No sabría decir, tengo un buen PC, ¿eh? O sea, yo supongo que me iría bien. Mejor que en PS5 creo que me iría, pero... No, aquí, bueno, no he notado nada raro. En PS5 no he notado nada raro.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha day that prohibits
vaya nombre, Nyagarba. No, Nyagarba. Madre mía.
I will inform him when I
The Sub-Zero's festival.
Seguro que habrá muchos.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage or...
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this.
A ver, los que estáis en el chat, ¿qué personaje, ya sea masculino o femenino, os gusta más del juego?
True, but...
The next festival.
Wait, what did you just
Y los que no hayáis jugado y estéis presentes, que digáis de los que estáis viendo cuál os gusta más. Vale, Destructor, perfecto. Buena elección, a mí me gusta también, ¿eh? Eula y Venti. Yo Venti, bueno, ahora no lo llevo en el equipo, pero lo llevaba hace poco. Que mi equipo es una mierda. De verdad, mi equipo es una mierda. Pero bueno, mientras que me permita seguir avanzando. Uy, otra vez el pip. Yo nada, yo Álvaro, yo tengo lo justo y lo pobre. O sea, si tengo los personajes con los que empecé, siempre he ido con los mismos, siempre. Alguna vez he cambiado un poco, pero no me he parado ni a subir de nivel. Tengo más personajes, pero no me he parado a subirlos de nivel. Siempre lo he dicho yo, que mientras me sirva para seguir avanzando, como ya sabéis que me dedico a ir subiendo muchas guías de juegos, no me puedo parar a subir de nivel ningún personaje en concreto, más allá de los que tengo ya. Ya veis los que tengo, lo estáis viendo ahora. Bueno. Good morning.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
A ver, esto me parece familiar. Álvaro, no, Destructor dice tener 20 personajes y usar 4 el juego. Y yo ahora cuando podamos miramos los que tengo.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyo's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival.
Ahora los miraremos, por curiosidad. Es que no sé ni los que tengo, os lo prometo,
Interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here.
¿Otra vez con las cajas? ¿En serio?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. And there's also
Vamos a probar si pasa como antes.
No problem.
O sea, ahora ya no voy a preguntar el número de caja, porque si pasa como antes es una tontería. Vale, vale. Esta es más buena ya, porque la cuarta. Vale, perfecto, por la cuarta, obviamente.
I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Perfecto, la cuarta. Estamos aquí viendo el futuro. Estamos viendo el futuro, obviamente.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck.
La primera es con el lagarto, bueno, o sea que lo adivina todo, ¿no?
Paimon's not really interested in the other.
Wait.
What? He was right about...
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all the mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind...
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Acaba de desaparecer una niña que está por ahí.
Hey, where are you going?
Vale, ahora, como os he dicho, los personajes son estos, a ver, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28. Y ya veis, algunos sí que los subí de nivel en cierto momento, pero ya veis que sobre todo estos de nivel 1 ni los he usado, y hay algunos que son buenecitos. Pero nada. No me he parado, no me he parado a formarme un buen equipo. Bueno, vamos a perseguir a la niña. A ver qué nos espera. Vamos por aquí. Me lo anoto, Álvaro. Si algún día me pongo a subir personajes, depende de los que tengan en ese momento, tendré que buscar, me tendré que informar sobre qué equipos poder montar. Persona familiar, abrumadora sensación de paramnesia. Ahí está, esa persona familiar. Persiguiendo Manquito como un loco. Y aquí dentro había algo, ¿no? Y ahora ya no está. Vale, vamos a ver. Que su hermana en pequeño. O no, su hermana no, porque tiene unas orejas muy raras. Ah, vale.
Isn't that Junior's?
La hermana no, coño,
What's happening here?
la diosa de aquí. Que no sé cómo se llama ahora.
You already know that
No,
this
no,
isn't
no.
your first Sub-Zero's
Lo de
festival,
Manquito se lo he
don't
puesto
you?
yo. Te dan, si no me
I'm sure
equivoco, te
you
dan la
already
opción
know how to use this.
¿cómo se llama?
Capsule?
De ponerle
Where
el
did you
nombre.
get it?
Y como
What's
soy dios de los
inside?
mancos, pues le puse Manquito. Suelo poner Manquito muchas
You should
veces a
use
mis
it too,
personajes.
Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do. What the? This is our 20th time at the
Esta es nuestra
Sub-Zero's
20ª vez.
festival.
Tal.
Have we
Bueno.
been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized.
¿Es el día de la marmota o
What the
qué?
heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming. What about
¿Esta tía qué será?
everyone else?
¿Será la diosa esa?
Your
¿La de
sense of
aquí?
deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received it was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question.
Sí, vale.
I
Vale.
think this is the 7th time you asked
Que como
that.
no me he mirado ni los
As you can
personajes
see,
nuevos que
she
salían
isn't
ni
doing
nada,
well. That
ya sabéis que
first
yo vengo
Junior's
aquí
ad is in front of you
a
right
ciegas,
now.
básicamente.
She doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Nahida.
Good, you passed the test. What's happening?
Me voy a poner cómodo,
You can
porque
awaken
veo que
our
aún queda
memories,
bastante de diálogo.
and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of just, I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. She looks like she isn't doing well at all.
Uy.
Her illness. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. You sure love to use weird analogy. Analogies are a wonderful tool. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
A ver, vamos a poner las ideas en orden. Esto que es, a ver, cuando entres en estado de meditación, escoge cualquier entrada para descifrarla. Al hacerlo analizarás la entrada para posiblemente obtener una nueva. Las entradas descifradas las puedes entregar como conclusión. Bueno, vamos a ver. Si en la página en la que estás hay alguna entrada que tras descifrar la salta como conclusión, escógela. Bueno, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver, porque no sé si me he enterado mucho, las palabras, la predicción, la paramnesia. A ver, la paramnesia. No estoy viendo las opciones que tengo, vale. La paramnesia, la cansancio de.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
A ver, descifrar de nuevo. Ah, vale, esto es solo para leer.
The moon, the Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the." We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times.
Vale, hacer. Uy, aquí no me he enterado de lo que había leído, Muy bien, Destructor, que vaya bien el colegio. Sí, ya, pronto las tendrás, no te preocupes. Chao, que vaya bien. ¿Puedo volver a leer esta entrada? Creo que no. Bueno, pues vamos a asociar ideas con la paramnesia, va. Esta es nueva. Bucle temporal. Vale.
We've all experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many.
Bueno, vamos a entrar a la conclusión. El bucle. Ahí vamos.
You've given similarly wrong answers in the past.
Ah,
Still the wrong
vale.
answer?
Es errónea, vale.
Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. Dunyarzad. The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends. Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunya, and to do that, we need to figure out what... Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so... Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but... Let's go talk to people again.
Uy, pensaba que iba a decir a rascarnos, pero otra cosa, ¿eh? No la cabeza. No me acordaba que este juego tiene un lenguaje friendly. Pues no te preocupes, aunque no tenga nada que ver el MG, muchísimas gracias también por haber seguido mis guías. Y me alegro que te hayan ayudado un poquito para completar ese 100% en Red Dead Redemption.
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my product. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday.
No ha sentido a mal, nada raro, seguro.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to date.
He actually has a point. Is this a...
Todos estamos soñando, puede ser.
Anyway, if this all really were just
Luis, dices The Last of Us remake o remasterizado, como se diga, ¿lo vas a traer al canal? Sí. Sí, sí. 100%. De hecho es el siguiente juego. O sea, cuando acabe... Me gustaría acabar Yakuza todos los trofeos que tengo pendientes, pero ya voy a ponerle un paréntesis hasta que acabe todo el contenido de Genshin Impact. Cuando acabe todo el contenido me acabo de sacar el platino Yakuza y espero que para antes de que salga The Last of Us Remake tenga... ya haya acabado estas dos cosas. Y evidentemente me voy a poner con The Last of Us Remake.
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. What you just said. Are you serious?
Tengo, bueno, algunas ideas. Bueno, básicamente voy a hacer lo mismo que hago siempre con todos los juegos. Gameplay, trofeos, si hay algún easter egg nuevo que no tuvieran anterior, pues eso. Escenas del juego y luego, si puedo, comparativas con el primer juego. Bueno, con el remasterizado. Porque del primer juego no capturé directamente, de PS3.
If you trust your instincts and overcome your fears.
So that's how it is. But we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Vamos a ver, se preocupa mucho.
If it happened to Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, at this time of day.
Vamos a buscarlas. Sí, hace un tiempo, bueno, hace unos días hice una publicación en el canal sobre que estos próximos meses van a ser... Yo no sé si exagerar y decir históricos, pero yo siempre, a medida que se iban atrasando los juegos para el 2023, ya lo dije, que el 2023 iba a estar muy movido. Y así va a estar, va a ser muy movido este año, el año que viene. No sé dónde voy a sacar tiempo yo para jugar a todo lo que sale. Al final será imposible, básicamente. Bueno, vamos a ver las asociaciones. La gente de Sumeru no puede soñar. Vale.
What a strange phenomenon.
Yeah. Luego, la predicción de la adivinación alquímica.
Illusions.
Cansancio mental anormal.
My mind feels exhausted.
Y el mandoble de Denia.
Dia sold her greatsword
O
to
Dia.
raise additional funds. And then she was...
Sí, pero ¿no puedo hacer asociaciones o qué?
People in Sumeru don't dream. My mind feels...
Pues no puedo hacer asociaciones.
Tell her, Traveler.
¿Será esto?
I didn't tell anyone about that, including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have.
All right.
Bueno,
So
sí que me ha
this is the
servido.
situation.
It's kind of hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholar.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in any...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but
Uy,
my parents
Dios.
said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go.
My lady, are you angry?
Very angry.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword.
Uy, a ver. Ragnarok sin duda, Luis, sin duda. Ya sabéis que en el canal el contenido, ya aparte del que subo más, también es el que triunfa más, pero no solo por el canal, sino por mí. Sin duda Ragnarok, aunque el 4 Remake, el Resident Evil 4 Remake, también tengo ganas, ¿eh? Pero Ragnarok sin duda.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
No la veo, no la
I
veo.
told you that you two are special. Other people...
A ver si la verá ahora. No, no la veo.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive.
Ahora sí.
Does she have an...
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here.
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma.
I can sense her aura. There are...
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always
Sí.
been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're
Ese
using the
también,
Akasha
ese
to
también lo tengo en la
intentionally
lista,
keep the Sub-Zero-
de los próximos juegos que voy a jugar. Lo tengo en mi lista.
The Academia's sages... Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
A gnosis can do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical.
So, this Nahid...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation...
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the
pasa?
grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you...
Vamos a ver. Otra vez. La gente de Sumeru no puede soñar.
Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
La
What's
paramnesia.
happening right now seems to have happened before.
Cansancio
My mind
mental
feels
anormal.
exhausted. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation.
Bueno, tengo que entrar a la conclusión.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Vale, esta no.
That doesn't sound right.
Vale, esta tampoco. Esta.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, as compiling the entire country's knowledge, you think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
Sí, ahora ya ha apaciguado un poco Luis, pero hubo... Finales de julio, principios de agosto, fue mortal. Mucho calor, pero muchísimo calor. Para lo que estamos acostumbrados aquí, ¿eh? Más de la cuenta. Muchísimo más de la cuenta.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy?
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Vamos a probar.
I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a
Ya verán todos claramente.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Otro beep.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Uy, uy, uy. La acabamos de liar, puede ser.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this point, we cannot lose all of our...
Acabo de escuchar que se acaba una misión. Ahora. Manquito tiene dolor de cabeza como cuando yo vengo de fiesta.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. Oh,
Seguimos en el
Paimon
bucle.
doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to under...
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never took...
I guess... I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other things.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's...
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Volvemos al bucle. Pero me lo
What's
brazo
wrong?
bien.
Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Porque le dijo algo del mandoble y se le ha quedado ahí en la mente.
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how it's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that Although you don't remember using it, your body...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Muy buenas, Arifel, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Cuando termine el día.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
Sí, he hecho un cambio. Esta mañana he estado en Twitch, pero vamos a darle una oportunidad a los directos de YouTube. Son algo más movidos que los de Twitch y al final estoy más en YouTube que en Twitch. No tengo tiempo para Twitch, realmente. Entonces, supongo que empezaré a hacer más directos aquí en YouTube. Si pudiera dedicarle más tiempo a Twitch, sí, pero si no, más vale centrar todo en un mismo canal y en un mismo sitio.
It's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, we found out that... Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all that
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? This tomorrow, it's even possible that this entire world is a lie. And the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is...
That's why it makes no sense to waste your... Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety today away. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were saying, yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax.
Beep, otra vez.
Compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity...
Paimon thought that Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been...
Paimon's flattered and everything, but...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, in other words, if you weren't here, I may as...
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Vamos a ver la nueva hipótesis. Será bucle. Aquí tenemos la predicción de la adivinación.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that... Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still... The moon, illusions. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use...
No me deja hacer más asociaciones de ideas. No, pues vamos a entregar.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end.
Vamos a entregar esta.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's what.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right! She did help us find our latest clue.
Bueno, pues vamos a hablar.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little... Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by...
Sabía yo que le iba a contestar de una manera...
Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already...
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think...
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent, the food we ate?
Muy lista de
ella.
ella.
Says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no...
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resource. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof?
A ver qué pruebas tiene.
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time.
Vale,
2
aquí
days
cerca.
ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Vale, vamos allá.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several... Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces?
That's true, but what if they did?
Porque tendrá
And the
marcas
sages
antiguas.
would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous... I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember... It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style. And even the same...
Is it really impossible? What if they...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved... Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been... Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort
Vamos,
Miss
no nos
Dunyarzad
ha
to the
creído
stage.
esta
See you later.
señorita.
Well, back to square one. But, yep, that's true. So,
Vamos,
strange?
a ver, Manquito.
Paimon feels like everything's been... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never... Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel too hard. How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we forgot.
Vamos a ver por qué nos dice que no podemos salir. ¿No puedo pasar por aquí? ¿En serio? Ah, sí. Volvamos a hablar con Nahida.
Nahida, we're back.
You're back
We're
early
back.
today. Did you find something?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also are...
Leaving the city. As far as I remember,
We did? But we don't remember anything.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate, but you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll up.
Really? That's kind of strange. In theory,
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy.
Vamos
Let's
a
get to
ver.
the bottom of this tomorrow.
Nos esperaremos al día siguiente.
Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here.
Ojo,
Our
del mismo.
Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Sumeru es solo uno de ellos.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Me está gustando la historia de este Acto 2, ¿eh? Me está gustando bastante, es bastante curiosa. El tema este del bucle temporal. No sé por qué me gustan los bucles. Ah, mira, voy a activar el... ¿Me dejará? Aunque sea un recuerdo, sí.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academy?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a...
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
Voy a poner cómodo, chicos, porque llevo una hora de directo, una hora y media de directo, más 3 horas de antes. Me está empezando a joder la espalda.
Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell... Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info...
Pues nada.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave? But... What if things get really... Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but...
Lo siento, Paimon.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look. And please, be careful.
Sí, tú tranquila, Paimon.
Memories! Traveler!
¿Qué le pasa a Paimon? Mira, se ha preguntado lo mismo. Y aquí acaba de desaparecer Paimon.
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Muy buenas, Sardasan, ¿cómo estás?
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear.
Okay, Paimon, Can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Vamos a ver. Contesté a todos.
Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. Hey, Paimon was... What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories, though. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely... It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay.
Hostia, Clash of Clans. Buah, pues fue mis inicios totales Clash of Clans, ¿eh? Me alegro entonces, Arda-san. Fue cuando tenía... Gracias a Clash of Clans llegué a los 3000 suscriptores. Cuando salió la aldea oscura, imagínate. Bueno, en 2017, que es cuando abrí el canal. Imagínate, y me parece mucho más, ¿eh? Sí, yo esa época también la guardo con un buen recuerdo porque fue los inicios del canal y encima jugaba bastante. Dejé de jugar ya, ¿eh? Hace tiempo. Sí, además eso, que eran directos. Solo directos, de hecho. Solo directos. Empecé a subir un poco de contenido a través de que como los directos vi que funcionaban, empecé a subir contenido al canal. Pero yo empecé con directos de Clash of Clans, sí. Tuve realmente suerte porque era un canal que había empezado y empecé a subir directos de la aldea oscura y entraba gente. De hecho, había casi más gente en esos directos que en los de ahora. Porque ahora ya sabéis que el canal es de guías, pura guía, y como no hay directos, la gente no está acostumbrada a verme. A veces el algoritmo de YouTube es un poco raro, ¿eh?
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people.
Qué raro lo que está pasando a estos chicos.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumerus, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
¿Qué son? Que me estoy... ¿Bruce? No me digas Bruce.
Why did the message end?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from
the message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha.
After the beep, Traveler said, even the...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common.
Ausencia de humanos, ¿vale?
Lack of human. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space... My impression is that each day in this samsara... That doesn't sound right. Was that space That doesn't sound...
Pues es esta conclusión entonces.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seas. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the...
Wow, the Archon War, huh?
Ahora que has dicho Arda Sam lo de Clash of Clans, me encanta, o sea, ahora tengo nostalgia por volver a jugar, a entrar y jugar a ver cómo está el juego. Vamos a ver, ahora dónde tengo que ir. Por aquí. No descarto que me lo descargue, ¿eh? Hace años, ¿eh? Hace, bueno, yo creo desde el 2017 que... Cuando acabé de hacer directos del juego ya no... Dejé de jugar. ¿Y qué tal? ¿Ha cambiado mucho o qué? Bueno, supongo que habrá muchas novedades, ¿no? ¿Le siguen metiendo actualizaciones o ya se han olvidado del juego? Bastante, ¿no? Ya me imagino, que con tantos años... Madre mía. Madre mía, sí. Bastante vicio tenía yo en ese momento. Era manco como sigo siendo ahora. Pero sí. En el 14 ya estáis. Yo cuando me fui... Hostia, no me acuerdo cuál estaba. No me acuerdo cuál había, ¿eh? Que salió en la 3.0, Alex. Bueno, esta nueva región, tenemos 2 capítulos nuevos. Bueno, perdón. El capítulo 3, el acto 1 y el acto 2 de historia, que hay bastante. Pues de momento llevo como 5 horas. Y luego tenemos un montón de contenido extra que es bastante más grande que, por ejemplo, la última actualización. O sea, en esta actualización tendremos mucha tela que cortar. Además de, como siempre, nuevos personajes, nuevos banners, etc. Y la parte, ya os digo, esta parte del capítulo 2 me mola la historia.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Subzerus exam and graduate?
Exacto. A ver.
Okay.
Vamos a ver otra vez. La gente sumero no puede soñar. Vale. Esta la podemos asociar con la un espacio sin presencia humana.
We've already experienced the Subzerus festival. Okay, Nahida's.
Y este no lo.
Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the.
Vale, ¿puedo asociar esta con esta? Sí, la realidad del sueño.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream.
Vale, pues vamos a entrar a la conclusión.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akash and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded... Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after...
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable
No
of
sé,
this?
esto me ha recordado por un momento a... ¡Ay, ay! Que le he dado sin querer.
Operate.
Me ha recordado por un momento a Final Fantasy X. A ver, poder de la diosa
It is the
sabiduría.
manifestation of the god of wisdom. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Vamos a ver el de la diosa sabiduría.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Arc. What? Is stealing everyone's dreams?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich.
So in other words, Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the real story is that the sages from the academia are using the...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Vamos a ver, más conclusiones. Samsara del día del
We've
sabre luz.
already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times. My mind feels... The Grand Sage said... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes.
Vale.
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon... The beep is a prompt... I can't seem to
Joder, ¿tenía que ser la última que iba a elegir? ¿En serio?
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zerus festival. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zerus festival.
So, this is like a dream factory. And the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Very good, Paimon. Using a nap.
Okay. So that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminal.
All right, last question.
A ver, aquí. A ver cuándo se enteran. La luna.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to... Now that I think about it...
Esta es.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us, and it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
Pues sí, mejor volver a la realidad.
I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about...
Vale, aquí.
You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer... Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if so, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions.
Vale.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already... Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from Earth. That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zerus festival, they don't...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro up. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zerus festival samsara.
Habrá efectos secundarios. Me pica la oreja. Joder. Tanto rato con los cascos. ¿Cuánto llevamos de este directo? Hora y media. Y el primero 3, madre mía.
Especially those whose health is compromised to be...
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing.
Este.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday?
Even you don't know the reason?
What? The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams and... Traveler, do you have any information?
Nothing, baby. Ah, bueno, sueños ingente, información.
Those spaces remind me of... dreams.
No, este.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis. The Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Será esta.
Celebrate the birth of the... Could it mean... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard after we end the Sub-Zerus festival. So
how can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back?
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon?
Beep.
Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to
Adiós.
break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Beep, beep, beep. Vamos a ver.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Hey, what's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait.
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream.
But personality-wise, she's nothing.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy the living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which...
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
A ver.
It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So...
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that the dream will respond in kind. And but right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person...
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're after all, like you said? Don't we?
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, as for me...
Out of town? Or you go...
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical.
Paimon's still a little upset. She was such a good person. With such a simple wit. Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad, but... We mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see... Paimon's wondering. Do you think the sages would get one of their own... Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flap. Let's go ask him some questions.
Okay, baby. A ver. ¿Para dónde vamos? ¿Para dónde vamos? ¿Para qué? Bueno, me estoy quedando ciego con el verde. Quizá vosotros en vuestras pantallas no lo veis tanto, pero esa hierba lo tengo yo en mi monitor este, el que estoy usando, y me acabo de quedar ciego. Vale, vamos, hemos llegado a la callecita.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain.
An experiment? That came out of...
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that an...
Less questions, more wish!
Okay. Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay.
Oh, genial.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down. She just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be fairest knight of flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Ya aparecerá. Venga, va.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, oh, you're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway...
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps... Huh? But Dia can handle them!
A ver.
Traveler!
Si Manquito cambiando algo.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Are you... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
Bueno, vamos a ver.
Alba, get them!
Scatter! Midnight Phantasmagoria. Dodge this! No rest for the wicked.
Nice and swift! You're toast!
Me toca los huevos que en los combates se pixele tanto, tío, en los directos. No me cansaré de repetirlo.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen.
Oh, Grippy! Alba, get...
Spring forth!
Scatter!
Vale.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Oh, and remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. Yeah, even if it's only a... This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Juega con la vocecita de Paimon.
The windows are unlocked. Okay. Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was... Should we open?
Vale.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Even though she was also busy preparing, she must have wanted to give the... If we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we can't... Hey! Where are you off to now?
Vale, ahora por aquí abajo. Uy, un poco lejos. La barquita.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Manquito está viendo algo.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she...
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point...
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What it...
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
La danza. Pues vamos allá.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
Oh.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the Academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been... Oh, of course!
Son marionetas
If
también.
this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through... So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess...
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers.
beautiful shade of purple. Weren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the god?
Yeah. What's going on? Huh? You guys are acting weird. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's it's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real... So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it. But if we want to end the samsara, we need... How should we make Nilu realize...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Ya se ha dado cuenta.
So I'm right. Is this...
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point, as far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City.
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she found all kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for..." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of this...
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Vamos a ver, la danza, ¿qué tal? Vídeo, ¿no? ¿Tenemos?
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Bueno, hemos tenido un baile espectacular.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's... Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
¿Ahora han podido salir? Ya. Entonces el acto ya debe estar a punto de acabar, me imagino.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What you...
Aquí está y despierta encima.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the...
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a traveler, Paimon. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilu.
Ahí está. Final. A ver, un momento. Porque esto se ha ido más allá, creo. Ah, vale, no, es la misma. No ha acabado el capítulo 2, acto... El capítulo 3, acto 2, aún sigue. A ver qué dice Catherine.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like... And...
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
A que nos tiene que decir la Catherine entre interrogantes.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad.
After we parted on the last among the countless dreams, I found one that once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though, where both will gradually fade. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as...
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunya...
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Lo estaba pensando, Arifel. Lo estaba pensando, pero... Es que me fui a dormir pronto. Lo tendría que haber hecho, ¿eh? El directo.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right?
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made...
You also heard someone's voice.
Yeah! So you do know!
It seems like the
Sí, para la próxima seguro que subo. A ver si hay alguno de Sony. Ya echamos en falta alguno de Sony, de PlayStation.
From Greater Lord Rook, the Scarlet King? That okay, so what?
I still haven't managed to the Greater Lord Ruka Devata's residual. Many devoted scholars go, but I believe this is the key.
So the tree in the vision was but even if you can't figure,
the traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all the factors that might affect Irminsul.
De septiembre, a ver, ya estamos en... Vamos a darle a... No tengo más preguntas. Sí, a ver, si en septiembre vemos algo, porque echamos en falta algún State of Play. Estos directitos son interesantes. Y sí, la verdad es que con todas las novedades que vi de la Gamescom, luego me arrepentí de que no hubiese hecho directo. Sí, o un showcase también. Sí. Cualquier cosa me sirve ya. Muy buenas, de John. A ver, hay gente que tiene problemas con el recuento de horas en PS5. ¿Te has fijado si tu perfil muestra todas tus horas de juego? O sea, yo lo veo de vez en cuando. No lo veo muy seguido. Pero la vez que lo vi, O sea, no vi nada raro. Tendría que especificar. ¿Y esto qué coño es? O sea, se ha acabado el capítulo. Ah, ahora sí que la ha acabado la misión. Y ahora ya queda esta parte de que es una misión de mundo. Pero la misión... las misiones de arcontes, misiones activas, legendarias, encargos... ¿Dónde salían las completadas? Tiene que salir a algún lado. Es que como me tapa la cámara... ¿Salen a algún lado las completadas aquí? En legendarias... No, aquí salen las completadas... Encuentros... Bueno, pero sí, sí que la he acabado ya. O sea que solo me queda la parte esta de... que es una misión de mundo, reclutamiento del regimiento de los 30. Un asistente, si te interesa, habla con Fendi. Bueno, pues aprovecho ahora que he acabado la misión para acabar de comentarle a John. Yo las veces que he mirado mi perfil no me he puesto tampoco a analizarlo mucho, a ver si mostraba... Porque tiene... O sea, me imagino que dices que no las muestra muy... No las muestra correctas, pero sí que las muestras, ¿no? Yo no he visto nada raro, básicamente, las veces. No me he puesto a analizar, a ver si... decir, hostia, en este juego me suena haber jugado 100 horas y me muestra 30. Ya le echaré un vistazo. Y muchas gracias por lo que has comentado, lo del canal y Genshin Impact. Bueno, pues ahora voy a subir un montón de contenido de este juego. Ahora aquí voy a aprovechar... ¿Cuánto llevamos ya? De unas 2 horas, más las 3 horas que he hecho en Twitch, que si por cierto os habéis perdido el directo de Twitch, podéis ir ahí. También lo tengo subido en mi canal secundario. Acordaos que tengo canal secundario. O sea que los que no estéis suscritos, suscribíos. Porque ahí suelo subir los directos para que se queden para siempre. Y luego recordad también que tengo otras redes donde voy actualizando contenido. Como Instagram, Twitter y TikTok. ¿Vale? O sea que estoy haciendo un poco de spam. Pero como hago pocos directos aquí, aprovecho. Vale, no sumas horas nuevas, pues déjame echar un vistazo ya que estoy en el directo. Aunque se va a pausar la transmisión, pero el sonido sí que lo tengo para comentarlo. Esto no se va a ver, lo de las horas, pero da igual, porque yo lo puedo comentar juegos. A ver. Yo te diré que el recuento no es exacto. Porque, por ejemplo, en Yakuza Like a Dragon, que es el juego que recientemente estoy jugando y ya lo habéis visto subido al canal, me pone horas jugadas 62 y yo llevo 70 y pico ya jugadas. En la partida me sale 70 y pico horas y aquí me pone 62. O sea, ya con esto puedo decir que las horas jugadas no son del todo correctas. Por ejemplo, con Stray sí que me coincide más o menos. Con Elden Ring también me coincide más o menos. Tengo 161 horas jugadas. Con Genshin Impact tengo 197, pero la versión de PlayStation 5. Luego tengo otras... o sea, tengo más en PS4. O sea, aquí, por ejemplo, en Yakuza he visto que la información no es del todo exacta. Pues bueno, chicos, como os decía, ahora ya acabadas las 2 misiones de historia principal, ya empezaré a subir contenido necesario de guías, porque por ejemplo esta misión que viene de misión de mundo, si no es nada extraña, si es fácil, no la voy a subir. O sea, subiré contenido de guías, cosas raras que no se sepan hacer así de primeras al canal. Los que me hayan acompañado desde el primer directo, felicidades, habéis aguantado conmigo casi 6 horas. Y a los que os habéis unido aquí a YouTube, pues muchas gracias también por haber estado presentes. Procuraré hacer más directos en YouTube, que a pesar de que no se entre mucha gente, entran más que en Twitch. O sea que voy a darle una oportunidad a YouTube para hacer directos, a ver si la gente se acostumbra a verme. Y nada, chicos, por lo dicho, muchas gracias por haber estado aquí y nos vemos en el siguiente. Hasta luego.